I was born as the eldest daughter to my parents of the 3 daughters. My father did his Triple MA from St. Stephen's College, New Delhi, and MBA from IIM Calcutta. My mother was a freelance writer and a founder president of Lions Club of Kota, Rajasthan. She also used to voluntarily run a Sanskar Kendra for children at home. Both of them were a great source of inspiration. They were very strict disciplinarians with human values, which I feel runs in our blood. My father was a very progressive man and gave us high education to all the 3 daughters. 2 of us are Doctor of Philosophy and 1 is a pediatrician. My marriage to Mr. Sushil Kumar was through matrimonial call of Times of India newspaper. I remember my father used to be really busy writing, sending, and matching horoscopes, which were very essential in our household. And there were no emails at that time. At that time, I was doing my PhD from University of Rajasthan at Jaipur. And being the eldest daughter, he wanted me to get married at the earliest. I remember he showed me many photographs and told me that those horoscopes were matching and I need to select one out of them. And I was lucky to get a very progressive husband as I held the photo of Mr. Sushi. He encouraged me to complete my PhD from Jaipur, till with him in my soul. In the meantime, I had Nikhil, my son, and my daughter Divya. When my daughter Divya was 1.5 years old, I had a lot of urge to do scientific work along with my domestic responsibilities. I told this to my husband. As I was new to Mysore, I did not know people much. Today, after 36 years in Mysore, I have become more a Mysorean, loving the place and the people and serving the state to my most. It was at that early time that my husband, Mr. Sushil, introduced me to CFTRI. As my children were very small, I had to leave them at the daycare center. I remember during the lunchtime, I used to pick them up from the daycare center, take them home, feed them, and again be back before 2 p.m. Multitasking taught me many things in life. As I had support of my husband and children, my working was fun. When my children were very small, they cooperated very well with me. At that time, I had a Luna to ride. I would take my children, one in front and one in the back, and run back and forth. Our house was in Gokulam, at a height where Luna was unable to take the load of all 3 of us. Nikhil, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
It would just stop, and I'm sure Nikhil will remember that he would join me in pulling the vehicle up. Apart from the hard work, it was my children's gesture which motivated me to work harder and harder, and then I purchased a scooter kind. Today, my son is a robotics engineer and is working in Medellin at Texas. He is married and has 2 sons of them, and they have taken a long journey to be with us today. His wife works for a bank, and my daughter is a satellite engineer. She is also married and has a daughter who has come all the way from San Francisco. Her husband works for Apple, and he is the inventor of Apple Watch. Being a working woman in a unit family calls for multitasking. I'm sure all ladies present here will vouch for it. This automatically brings a lot of discipline and efficiency. My husband was Rotarian and I joined Rotary in a week. Simultaneously, I took up many posts where I did many innovative programs which were appreciated at the district level, and time to time I was rewarded for them as Best Secretary, Best ISO, Best Poetry, and many more in the district. I joined CFTRI as a research associate in 1985. At CFTRI, I started my work in the studies of the biotransformation of low-cost substrates to high-value food flavors when Dr. Amla was the director. I had joined FPT, where they had initiated the work from cultured cells. As my PhD thesis was on the production of secondary metabolites from cultured cells, I got a placement there. Dr. Patwardhan was the HOD of FPT at that time. It was with him that I learned many things and also writing the externally funded project. While working with plant cells, I found that the yields were very low. As microbes have a very high doubling time and grow very faster, I opted for microbiology department when Dr. Bhowmick was the director and Dr. Joseph was the head of the department. I had to work with the scientists as an MLP scientist, so I worked with Dr. Asappa. He was working on alcoholic beverages. We did very good work on chai and petty liquor. Director also gave me permission and opportunity to work simultaneously on biotransformation of low-cost substrates to high-value food flavors under exploratory project. As we got many encouraging results, I wrote externally funded project to DPT. Getting the grant and GC instrument in 1995 brought many responsibilities. Getting a GAP project was very rare at the time. I also got PhD students, MSc students, project assistants as in the project. We worked very hard, starting from isolation to standardization for maximum yield and many administrative responsibilities. I wrote continuously, project and kept on getting externally funded projects, almost 7, which made me very confident and self-reliant. I wish each scientist tried to be more self-reliant. I also took up as presidentship of AMI of Mysore unit and also office post in SBC. I know Murali Krishna, Dr. Murali Krishna will remember because he was the secretary and I was the treasurer, and we used to run up and down on the scooters. We took many innovative programs. It was then that first time we took out AMI brochure. This came as a regular feature, and that was the need of the institute at the time. Many people were working on bacteria, but work on probiotics was uncommon. It was then I wrote a similar first, and subsequently many GAPs at the national and international levels were written and I got. When Dr. Krishnanand was the HOD, he had a project on predictive microbiology where myself, Dr. Varadraj, Ravi Rao, and later Rajendra, who had just joined, started working on the isolation and the culture of technology transfers on ready-to-use idli and dosa batter in retail packs. These processes became in demand with the antibiotics. We have touched almost 100 demonstrations. I think the TTBT head can tell that. It gives great satisfaction when we see the packets of Tayar or NTR and others in the different malls with CFTRI technology. It was under the leadership of Professor Ramnath Shekaran as director that while continuing my work on probiotics, he gave me another opportunity of being a rural development coordinator. To tell you all, I was indeed thrilled as I wanted to do something new. I have always liked to take challenges and do differently. I did not know anything about CSIR rural development activities, but I immediately checked the web of CSIR to at least understand what CSIR 800 was. This helped me to know about CSIR, what CSIR is looking from each institute. One day I requested Director Sir to permit me to take the institute car and go to Chamarajnagar. He allowed me and readily agreed. I went with one Mr. Shivappa, who introduced me to many officials in horticulture, SHGs and local farmers. Later, Director sent me to Delhi for rural development workshop where I had to present the work done at CFTRI and the technologies developed at our institute in front of the DG. When DG, Mr. Brahmachari, Dr. Brahmachari, I would like to thank the trust Director showed in me and encouraged me at every step, which brought a lot of confidence in me. He personally saw my slides and gave me suggestions. DG liked the presentation so much that he made me the national coordinator for food science and nutrition. I telephoned our director sir immediately from Delhi and he was very pleased. It was again when the head of planning commission, Mr. Sam Petruda, came to Mysore. Director again sent me to Infosys to present the work done under CSIR rural development at CFTR. Every time, Professor Ramnath Shekaran would personally see the presentation and give valid suggestions. His approach, his trust and vision really boosted me to do more and more for the institute. The core committee members of rural development have been just incredible. I do not have words to say. It all worked. We all worked as a team. I was fortunate to have Revati and then Shashireka as my conveners, which were just superb. The members Sudha, Saubhagya, Dr. Machi, Guptaji, Madhav Naidu, Govindaraju, Manila, Vardharaj, G.A. Krishna and Usha Dharamram, each one mastered their specific field, which made my task simpler in the subsequent workshops. We conducted many awareness camps, workshops for Karnataka farmers, farmers at the national level, bakers, disabled, women farmers of South India, etc., etc. During the bigger workshops, we were given members from almost all the departments, be it scientific, support system, administrative, or security. But it was just superb. This brought us all together as a big CFTRI family. It was my good fortune that many associations rewarded me with awards and recognition towards my work. Again, it was a very memorable time when I was sent as a team leader for Asia Meet to Bali from Government of India. Dr. Prasanna from FSC 12 was also one of them. It was a very harmonious group and we made good name for the institute and nation. Our talks were published in their proceedings. Today, I take this opportunity to thank each person of the institute, foremost Director Sir, to having trust in me. Today, at the age of 60, it gives me satisfaction for serving personally, professionally, and for social outreach programs. I am thankful to the Almighty God and pray to give me more strength to keep serving in my journey of life in the right direction. As you all know, I have announced a fellowship for ACSIR students by giving a check of 1.5 lakh to the Director Sir for the best project proposal on society outreach. This will definitely make a difference in the women's sector. So all USC students and ACSIR students, just gear up and give your best to the rural outreach programs. I like to thank my husband, Mr. Sushil Kumar, for being with me in all my endeavors. I thank my son, Nikhil Agarwal. I thank my daughter, Divya, who have come all the way from USA for today's farewell meeting, and my lovely grandsons, Vivan and Parth, and granddaughter, Arya, for taking such long journeys at such younger age. Words are too small to thank all of you who have gathered here in this hall and made my retirement day memorable. Yes, it has indeed touched my heart forever. Thank you.